Howdy everyone, we're near an old RAF base and this is a light anti-aircraft bunker. This is a light anti-aircraft position of the 39th Anti-Aircraft Brigade, part of the British Army's Royal Artillery. It was an air defence formation responsible under Anti-Aircraft Command for protecting industry along the Humber estuary and airfields in Lincolnshire during the Luftwaffe's offensive against the United Kingdom during the Second World War. Join us today on this explore of this lost and forgotten anti-aircraft position.
Oh wow! And then what did we need ammo stores?
Ammo humper lumper dumpers.
And this being the fire control.
I'm going in the most difficult way because that's what we do on this channel. We find out the easy way and then go in the hard way. So this would have been their more modern gunshot shells. Shotgun shells. Wowzers, 8 bore shells them. But they are more modern. But this would have been a little ammo dump. Ho ho ho, exploring snail. Shout out to the exploring snail. But yeah, there would have been a gun on this. Our research shows it was likely to be a single or twin barrel Oerlikon 20mm automatic cannon. With a high rate of fire and accurate ring sights, it proved to be a formidable light anti-aircraft weapon compared to its heavy AA counterparts during the Second World War. Is that for small people?
For extremely small people, even smaller than me.
Yeah? You still see the bolt heads of where the gun was mounted to. Which is kind of cool. Not in bad nick, this is it?
Alright.
Yeah, so we've got this little room here, but it's very short. Rather than this being a fire control position, we believe it will have been for the cylindrical magazines for the 20mm Oerlikon rounds that were required for the gun. The magazines would have been passed through this small window to maintain continual firing operations during anti-aircraft raids. That would have originally been the entrance in, but it's all overgrown now, a tree's grown in its place. It's sadly falling to bits, sadly, as the tree's growing and like pushing it over and such like. Keep watching because coming up we've got a firing range, a small arms firing range, and it's got all the parts intact. It's got the firing points, the firing lanes, the target zone, the trough, the bullet pockets and the big wall at the back, which is called an impact berm. So keep watching, I've got that coming up. One anti-aircraft position. Well, that's all there is here. There's just a single gun mount. So there we are. Leave a comment below if your grandparents or great-grandparents were involved in the Second World War. Sorry about the wind noise, can't change that. But what I can show you is a firing range from the Second World War. So this is a small arms firing range. By small arms I mean handheld rifles and handguns. These were used by the RAF personnel for close quarter battle and for personal protection. These were issued to guards on the gates and military police.
All RAF personnel are trained in the usage of small arms. So, and you have to qualify every 12 months. So this would have just been the range for the normal RAF personnel. It's only small, it's only 25 metre range by the looks of it. No good to man the beast for anything else. I would want to be shooting at people before they got closer than that.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. It's fared up well.
Huh?
It's fared well, hasn't it?
Yeah.
The farmer's using it as a shelter now for his whatever that is. Tom Lamb will know.
Oops. I think that's had a bit of a knock when he's been reversing in.
He's caught that, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Not a lot holding that bit up.
Dunk.
Just a wing and a prayer.
Yeah, and he's backed it into there. He's not a bit clumsy, isn't he?
He is. Yeah.
This is like a World War II site and he's just backing stuff into it.
But the way he's done that, he could have brought the whole building down on him.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, he's not been the brightest, has he?
Bit slapdash.
LBC Bricks. That isn't the radio station, that's London Brick Co.
Yeah, this hasn't gone for a week or two.
No. Yeah, that's what they were fired into. Should we look over there and see if we can find any old rounds?
Yeah.
I bought a little spade, we need a little shovel or something to dig into. So we're now moving forwards along the firing lanes. These are similar to swimming lanes in a pool where you're firing down a track towards the target zone. The targets were held up on metal mounts and they were a wooden target with cloth on the front, and you fire through the target into this grassy sandbank that's in front of us. Above us there, the brickwork along the top is called the impact berm. If you metal detected that, it'll just be full of lead, full of slugs. You can see up near the top where they've got a bit excited and gone a bit high with the shooting.
I had a chuckle yesterday watching the film Guns of Navarone, and the bit where they go down and place explosives on the guns.
Yes.
And then the Germans come down and they've got metal detectors searching for the explosives. Well, the gun's metal, the floor's metal, the railway tracks are metal. You know.
Yeah, beep. Yeah, I found some. Dough. Yeah, it's when civvies try and do military videos or military films and things, you just end up with massive errors that I suppose most people won't realise, but when you're ex-military yourself, you're watching, you think, oh, for goodness sake. So yeah, they would have fired from there, watch and shoot, and they would have fired into targets placed in front of here. So I reckon that was part of the target system that I stood on. That was down here somewhere, but it's all grassed over and full of weeds and nettles. And then this was a sidewall to stop
Just looking to see if there's any Irishmen on here. You know, that Ricochet.
Oh, Ricochet, yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard of him.
Yeah.
Well, there is on here, yeah. There is here, where the brick face has been hit. See, a round's gone in there and blown that off. And it would have, but because it wasn't a direct hit, it's like bounced it back. Yeah, there's quite a few that have hit the sides. So they've been way off. I mean, like miles off. To be that far out, you got a robot zero, or you just shooting.
Just rapid shooting, I think.
Be cool to find a slug, but not a slug, a round. But you need a metal detector and all that jazz.
I mean, most of them will be mangled.
Oh yeah, they flatten, they like mushroom. They mash up, don't they?
Yeah.
We'll have a look in the buildings at the ends.
To be honest, I don't think there's much chance of finding out.
No. It's been 80 years. There's 80 years of weather on top. It's all shingly, isn't it?
Yeah, it would have had sand on top, but that's washed away with the
Yeah,
rain.
so you always sweep the sand up. When they're doing it, you sweep the sand from the bottom, rake it up.
Make it uphill.
Yeah. You rake all the rounds in.
Not today.
Oh, we'll check at the back of the wall as well. See if there's any writing on it or anything. Well, them pipes are for. What are they for? Pardon?
Just drainage.
Ah, let the water out the... Stood up well, hasn't it? Took some hammer.
Oh yeah.
Yes. You know, the drainage holes at the back. It's been really well built. It's like double brick width-wise, supports at the back.
There's the bracket that would have held the flagpole for the range flag.
Oh yeah. Yeah, red fire. If that's exposing
There's
that
the red
one.
flag to say the range was in use.
Yeah. See, they've got the holes in the bricks at the back for all the weapons would have been smoky or cordite to let air through, so it wasn't just all full of smoke. Yeah, the farmers made it a bit bigger, backing trailers into it. Don't know if the wood's related to the range or not.
No.
No,
They're
it's-
farming things. They're shafts for a horse, for a cart.
Oh yeah. God, they're old then, aren't they?
And these look like they're for an oxen cart. You would have 2 or 3, and then this would pivot and. It looks
Cool.
a bit. This is an old sharpening stool, isn't it?
That's really old, yeah, but it's still turns.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Don't think angle works, but
No.
that stone still turns. Look.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I don't know what this thing is here. It's looks like it's some sort of hopper or whatever. It's got a shaft there and a shaft there. Happens it had some sort of belt arrangement on it. Don't know.
Yeah, it's not been fitted out much, this, has it? It's not had lights or anything. It's just been our range, it's a basic range. Firing range. Single brick. See where the door was. Well, the door casing's gone now. And they've rendered it. The render's probably protected it all these years. So it keeps the weather off the bricks, because then the bricks don't end up doing this. It's done well. Most stuff built now won't last 80 years. Yeah, it's really walloped that. Yeah, that's a similar arrangement. The entire corner's been knocked off. It's caught that with something coming round. I'd think, the farmer. Our door frame's still intact on this one though.
It's a bit clumsy, this old fella, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not very good at driving tractors, it seems. Yeah, the door frame's still intact. No writing or graffiti from the wall though, which is a shame. Oh,
Shaft.
know what that is?
It's a shaft for the horse.
Oh, right.
Horse and cart.
Ah, right. Nothing military then.
No,
Doesn't even look like they painted the walls or anything.
doesn't look like it, does it?
No, it does not.
These would have probably been areas where they stored the targets. They would have had a workbench in for making targets up.
Yeah. Indeed. Very good. A nice little location. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out when you do that. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.
Looking over my shoulder, looking back at your door. In my head it goes over and looking over my shoulder.